What's up, y'all? I'm making this quick video just because I was just looking at myself in the mirror, and I had this epiphany. Like, I had this one friend one time. They told me they was like, yeah, you're a little weird, but you're like a cool weird, you know. And I never understood when people talked about that. I guess it's just because my knowledge I be knowing and shit, and like how fast I talk, or like certain stuff I talk about, it's not like, the normal what everybody talk about. So it's like different. But I realized that but that's still a part of my uniqueness though, me just kind of being me, you know? And I never shy away from being me because it took me a while to get to this point to be comfortable, you know? Like I said, before I even started my spiritual journey, like I already knew there was gonna be a whole bunch of people that was gonna be like, oh, you changed, or like you're not the same. So I already went through that phase of my life, you know? And I think that's why I know every time that I just keep on this journey, it's like I know it's gonna be people that don't understand it, or like it's gonna be certain people that ain't where I'm at on the journey, like that will, I'm not gonna say they don't agree, but like it's kind of like when some people not in spirituality, it's kind of hard for them to kind of understand, and like, it's kind of hard for them people to understand like why you are the way you are, you know. But when you're really in tune with your soul, when you're really in tune with who you are, and you're not afraid to be who you are, because when I'm doing me and I'm on camera and I'm living my life, I don't think about, oh, let me perform for this person, or I don't think like, oh, let me act like this for this. Like I don't think like that, you know. I just be myself, you know. And I mean, if I encounter people that don't like it, then I just don't want to be around those people anymore, you know, because they don't like it. So why would I keep involving myself with people who don't like it, right? So, but the point of this video that I'm making is that even though like outside looking in, people don't get it, what puts a smile on my face is the fact that I get it, you know? I get this journey. Let me not say that. I get who I become, or I get who I am, right? And I get why I am the way I am, because me being like this is literally supposed to inspire people. Me being myself is to literally inspire people to be themselves, you know? But you gotta think, people been through, well, I ain't gonna say it like that, but people, like you gotta think, society, everybody's been programmed to be a certain person, treat people a certain way. And I feel like because everybody's so caught up in like the whole I mean, everybody can do whatever they want to do, right? But some people take the do whatever you want to do too serious, you know. So like they try to control people, and those are situations that you definitely got to watch out for, because you don't want to be in situations where people trying to control who you are, just because they can't meet you where you're at. Which, I mean, they really can if they just do the work, right? I mean, because everybody can get to this point, right? But don't compare where I'm at to where you're at. You know what I'm saying? Because that's where a lot of times, like, people, they fall short of themselves, because they start comparing, like, well, damn, this person's at this stage of their life, or this person's kind of getting X, Y, and Z. But it's like, why am I not getting X, Y, and Z? It's like, well, what have you been doing? Like, what work have you been putting in? Like, whether it be self-work, actually, like, building a business, or, like, what have you been doing for yourself to progress, So remember, it's not about looking at what other people got. It's not looking at the other position that somebody else is in. It's saying, like, okay, I see how they put the work in on their life to get to where they want to be, or to where they, So it's like, what can I do in my life to get me more in alignment? Throat chakra, right? What can I do in my life to start being more clear about what it is that I want? You gotta, and that's why I said, bro, those are those are just two questions I asked, in example form. But no, literally start asking yourself those questions that you have answers for. Like, don't compare to nobody else. Start like diving inside of yourself and be like, okay, what I really love about myself the most, or like, you know, I guess I'm saying it from more of a confidence standpoint, but when you're going for more of a like not to compare, it's about being grateful for everything that you have. And I had to learn it the hard way because it was a hell of a lot of seasons where I used to be low, or like I used to be more in my ego, and I used to be like, not that I was jealous of people, like I wasn't like jealous, like hateful jealous, but you know, we all have that, like look at somebody else shit like, oh damn, they're a little better, you know. So it's like when you stay stuck in that lack mindset, that nothing can ever be yours, you know, you can never get anything good. It's like you keep telling yourself that story, so that's what keep manifesting for you, right? But you got to take control. That's why I always say but you got to take control of all of you. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to, ooh, I feel my heart. You got to take control of all of you. You can't just let yourself be too free. Cause then you don't start setting. Oh, okay. Ooh, why am I don't know why I'm getting this message, but so like this is the message I'm kind of getting right now, which is weird because it's just transferred from that to that. But this, when you take too much time trying to be or become something, you lose touch of what you like. You lose sense of who you already are. So that reminds me, that brings you back to like, I think I told y'all before, but like it was a time period in my life where I definitely was trying to like not be somebody, but I felt like I had to overdo certain stuff, or I feel like I had to have like this like always be joking on people, like making jokes or like joking on people. What else? I used to always have like this I used to think that like the whole like being like rude shit was attractive. Like I used to think, but no, yeah, that's what it was. Yeah. Like certain people, I would do this shit too because I used to be like, oh well, da, da, da. Like looking back now, I see it was more like of a power thing because like maybe I wasn't in my power, so like you know, because that's how it usually is when you're not really in your power and you're not in your who you are for real. Like you try to look down on other people, or you try to like put yourself above other people so you feel good, but it's like that don't work. It may work in the moment and you feel good about yourself, but the only reason why you do that is because that was done to you, you know. And that's another thing we got to remember. Like a lot of shit that happens to you, it's oh, I don't know what the scientific word is, but it's basically like when it happened to you, so you feel like you got to make other people experience it. Don't do that. It's not worth doing that shit because you're gonna waste so much time trying to like hurt people the same way somebody hurt you, when that same time that you use and try to hurt somebody else, you can be using that time to heal yourself over the hurt that somebody caused you. Like literally use that time to heal over that person that hurt you the most, you know, versus then letting that hurt what they did be like, okay, well I need to go treat other people like this because well I got treated like this and it seems like no one else is getting treated like. No, because that's why I say you still going back to comparing, because you don't know what other people have been through, you know. And that's where we see like where we only be looking from our perspective, but we never trying to look from like another's perspective, right? And I get it, self is important, you know, yeah, but if you've always been like more self-centered, or if you've always been a person that's always been just about me, and not about which I get, which in certain circumstances I get, like, and the only reason why I'm saying this is because what I know in my head. I'm not gonna say it on video, but in certain fucking talk. In certain circumstances, I definitely get it. I get why you gotta be like that. But when you start being more free, it's like you don't have to be like that, or you don't have to keep repeating that protection for yourself, you know, because you realize, and maybe yeah, a little bit, but you'll get to a point where you realize like, okay, but like I used to do all this to protect myself just because X, Y, and Z happened, but like it's like I'm not in that anymore. So it's like I don't need to protect myself from that. I mean, I get that, but I don't need to protect myself from that. So like, why am I letting that be the thing that fuck me up?